Ramblers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a much needed accessory. We have been looking forward to this one for a while. We're going to be installing the ShadePlus RV awning shade screen with a zipper. This thing is all about boosting privacy and shading our windows during the hottest part of the day. If you're ready to level up your campsite and your comfort, stick around because we're going to walk you through the entire installation process. Let's take a look at what we've got here. We actually picked this up from a fellow camper who was selling their rig and getting out of camping. Pretty lucky find, right? Let's see what we have here. This looks to be the top part that goes in the awning tube. Slides in. This is the part that the screen will zip onto. That's a pretty heavy duty zipper too. This feels pretty dang solid, I'm telling you. The construction feels pretty good. So that's the piece we put on first right there. We'll just set this aside for now. And let's see. Let's go with this. I believe this is the actual screen, I believe. Yep. So this will zip on to that other piece. And this will be your shield privacy screen right here. All right. And this got all our tie downs, and let's see what else we got here. Some bungee cords. Okay. And here's your tie straps. These are the tension straps, and you've got the little springs and everything. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute. So that's all your mounting hardware. And that looks like everything there. Alright. Well, what do you say we go see if we can get this thing put on? Let's go start putting on that first piece I showed you. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go around the front awning here and we're going to check all the connection points and make sure all the screws are nice and tight and they're ready for this addition. I'll probably go ahead and lube up the pivot points as well and address any sealer that needs to be replaced as well. So here's our awning setup. We've got a standard 16-foot Solera awning by Lippert, but the ShadePlus works with most RV awnings. Quick safety note though, make sure your awning is fully extended and locked in place before you start. And double check for any sharp edges on the rail, and let's keep those fingers safe. All right, we're prepped and we're ready to install. Let's do this. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is attach the shade screen to the awning rail. The ShadePlus has a bead edge that slides right into the channel in the awning tube, so you start at one end and just gently pull it along. Pro tip, if it's a bit snug, a tiny bit of silicone spray can make it glide easier, but ours went on pretty smooth. Now the fun part, the zipper section. The zipper is just sewn into the screen, and just make sure it's in line properly so that it zips smoothly. I found that if you start the one end when you're starting it, it's kind of bend it up and start it so you're zipping down just to get it started, and then you can lay it horizontally and then start moving. It makes it easier for me. And hey, if the zipper catches, just make sure there's no debris in the teeth. If you hit a snag, just back off a little bit, realign, and remember, patience is key here. All right, now that we've got that in, let's talk tensioning. The kit came with some adjustable straps. Hook these around the awning tube and anchor them to the stakes with springs. You want it snug but not overstretched. Here's another pro tip for you, something that might not be too obvious. Always put a twist in the strap that you're tightening the screen down with, because if you don't, man, that thing, the wind will come across those straps and it starts to make a hum, and it is unbelievably annoying. You see, when the strap is flat, the wind, it kind of reverberates off of it, and it makes, I don't know how to even describe it, just a loud humming sound that'll annoy the crap out of you. It'll drive you crazy. So if you put a twist in the strap, just one at a time, it'll break that surface area and it'll keep the strap from making that noise. If you've ever heard this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mentioned earlier that the tie-down kit came with some springs, and now it's time to talk about why those matter. When you're securing your RV awning, the spring goes on the bottom of the tie-down. It isn't just a bonus, it's a big deal actually. Think of it like a shock absorber. When wind kicks up, the spring absorbs that stress before it reaches your awning, the fabric, or the arms, or even the anchors. Without it, a strong gust could rip the awning or damage the hardware. But it's not just about impact, it's also about tension. That spring keeps the tie-down balanced. Even when temperature swings or the wind picks up, you get that sweet spot, not overstretched, not saggy. That means less wear and tear and a lot less drama when the weather decides to get creative. And safety-wise, that little spring allows you not to have to roll the awning in and out all the time. You should be good in winds up to 20 miles an hour. When the winds get up over 20 to 25, you need to go ahead and roll that awning in to avoid damage. But with the Sunshade Plus, all you have to do is unzip that shade and drop the two tensioning straps, and you're ready to roll the awning back in. The top piece of fabric rolls up with the rest of the awning. So here's a common issue when you're setting this thing up. If the screen starts to sag, just double check your tension on your straps. You know, make sure that the stakes are lined up properly, or if you need to, as you saw I did, I pulled one strap across the other strap just to give it a little bit of side tension, and it holds that way. And then it kind of tightens the screen up. And just like that, we're done with the install. Now hopefully this ought to provide us with some much needed shade on this side, especially in this campsite we're currently in. We get sun all day, and the awnings, they're not positioned where they'll give us shade. This ought to help a bit. Well guys, that's going to be a wrap for this week's video. I hope the installation helped someone out there. It's a convenient addition that we're excited about. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell. I've heard some new advice this week for the channel. They told me to approach every video as an opportunity to help someone and think, how can I help you? So if you're looking for help or tips, leave your questions in the comments below. So guys, stay safe out there. I'll see you next week. You guys all right now? But the ShadePlus works with most 16-foot Solara awning. But is that right? So here's our. So as you saw, as I was setting it up, no.